Did you know that so far we have seen 18,000 in just buybacks alone since ticker trending platform went live, in just the revenue rolling in to MSI? Let's get into this, guys. Welcome back to the channel. This is Jazz Royce. Now, before we begin, do me a favor and hit the subscribe button and also notification bell for me, please, and thank you. And also let me know what you think about MSI in the comments, and make sure to smash that like button for the algorithms, and share this as well, guys, because you know it's a big week up ahead and it's good for us to get right down to the nitty gritty. 6 buyback, 3K a piece. It's only been not even a month. I think it's been about 2 weeks, give or take, since MSI has released the ticker trending platform. But it has been so much activity going on since then. It almost feels as though it's been about a month and a half, but it really hasn't. Now, with that being said, let's take a look at how everything's going so far. First thing we're going to touch base on the overall space. As we know, big week up ahead. So therefore, we are seeing the space react very volatile as expected. And nonetheless, all of our favorite memes and other projects seem to be following suit regardless of what the project is. Here we are looking at an overview of MSI thus far. We did take a brief dip, gaining that zero down into the 9s. However, trading still in a 2.87 million market cap. We have been sitting consistently around the 3 million. And if you look down, you're going to see that the volume has not stopped. Okay. So far in 24 hours, we still have over 40K in total volume in DeFi. If you look over here altogether on CMC, we have an overall DeFi volume of 220K, almost a $250,000 on a Sunday for MSI. As you can see, the ratio, I like to point those out, the buying ratio outweighs the sell with 37 buys and only 26 sells on the day. Still sitting with a consistent 2,300 holders and over 400K still locked away in liquidity. And as you can see, that is definitely more than 10% of the ratio to the market cap, which is definitely something we have to always point out when we're looking at MSI. When we look at this project as a whole, we see this nice jump that we've seen here. And the craziest thing is that I remember the weekend when we had this run, and I remember saying during the weekend, this ain't even the real run. And despite how we've seen the volatility, and despite that we've seen ourselves hit this low point right over here, just like we've seen over here, I still very well believe that this little thing right here that we saw, this little hump, was just a growth spurt. I believe that MSI does have the potential to rise. However, we have to wait and see what's going to happen exactly once things finally start commencing. Back to our primary utility, all you've been seeing is projects on top of projects getting listed consistently on the new ticker trending platform. I don't know if you guys have been seeing, but Pablo has been doing these Twitter spaces, onboarding new projects and pitching to get them on board ticker trending. And I gotta say, it has been working great. Okay, looking over here, let's go take a look at ticker trending. Here we are. We see the top 10 on ticker trending thus far. Okay, the big 3 right over here highlighted in green. And as you can see, the list of projects are starting to get bigger. Okay, the recently added list is definitely starting to increase. And honestly, I think every week we're going to be seeing new things like this. Not to mention that the revenue immediately started getting back into MSI. I mean, 18K, that may have been what's been helping us keep this floor that we've been sitting around that 3 million range. Okay, now obviously with the volatility of all the news that's expected to come, there's no telling what is going to be happening specifically with the MSI chart right in front of us. But man, I don't see why a project like this, and in my opinion, a hybrid meme utility project, cannot still see the heights that we were discussing about the billions. I think it has all that it takes to do it. And now that we're going to start seeing things switch into a favorable direction in the overall space, I'm very excited to see what's going to happen with the growth of MSI, especially with ticker trending being its main machine, keeping it afloat. Now, with that being said, folks, thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I'm Jazz Royce. Like always, I'm going to catch each and every one of you guys at the top.